Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Sapna, working as Assistant Professor in Zoology at Sri Sai University, Palampur. Today we are going to study about the theories of origin of life. So evolutionary biology is the subfield of biology that studies the evolutionary processes like natural selection, common descendant and speciation that produce the diversity of life on earth. And evolution is the process by which different kinds of living organisms are believed to have developed from earlier forms during the history of the earth. For example, here we can study in this picture, there is ancestral green algae. From ancestral green algae, mosses, liverbirds and hornbirds were developed, and then first vascular plant was developed. From first vascular plant, ferns were developed, and during the course of evolution, then first seed plants were developed, and from first seed plants, conifers and flowering plants were developed. Different scientists have given different theories on the origin of life, like theory of special creation, theory of abiogenesis or spontaneous generation, theory of biogenesis, theory of catastrophism, theory of panspermia, cosmozoic theory, and theory of chemical evolution, or the theory of Oparin and Haldane. First theory is the theory of special creation. This theory was given by Father Soares, but he has demonstrated that the life on earth has been originated within 6 days. He has given no idea about adaptation and evolution, so this theory was discarded. He was also not able to explain that how within 6 days the life on earth has been originated. Second one is the theory of panspermia. This theory was proposed by Arrhenius in 1908. Arrhenius has stated that there were certain kind of spores which were present in the space, and some of these spores has fallen on earth and life from these spores has been originated, but he could not explain that from where these spores has come into the space. Third theory was the theory of abiogenesis. The theory of abiogenesis was given by Aristotle. He has demonstrated that the life has originated from non-living things, but he has experimented that if a dirty shirt has been placed along with the grains or wheat, then within 21 days mice will be originated, and from damp soil, moist soil, frogs will be originated. But this theory was challenged by three scientists, namely Pasteur, Lazzaro Splanzini and Francesco Redi. They performed different experiments to prove that life has been originated from living things and not from non-living things. They also formulated the theory of biogenesis. The first experiment was an experiment of Louis Pasteur. What he has done, he has taken a swan neck flask and put some broth into it, heated this broth to kill all the microorganisms, and left it as such into the air. And he has observed that no growth has been occurred for some time in this flask. But when this swan neck was broken, then within 2 to 3 days, certain microorganisms has been grown into this broth. And from this experiment, he has demonstrated that the life into this broth has come from air, and life always will originated from pre-existing life. In this case, the pre-existing life were the microorganisms which were present into the air. Second was Lazzaro Splanzini. His experiment was somewhat similar to the experiment of Louis Pasteur. What he has done, he has taken two flasks and boiled a broth into it to kill all the microorganisms. In one of the flask, airtight cork has been placed, and second flask was kept open. So in second flask, some microorganism growth has been observed, but the flask which was airtight with the cork, no growth has been observed, because microorganism from the air will not be able to enter into this flask. Third scientist was Francesco Redi. He has taken 3 glass jars, and in all 3 glass jars meat pieces were placed. First of the jar was kept open. Second was airtight with the cork, and third flask was covered with a muslin cloth. After some time, in the first flask, maggots of the flies has been observed. In the second flask, no maggots were observed, and in third flask, some maggots has been observed on the cloth. So these maggots into these meat pieces in the first flask has been laid by the flies which were present in the atmosphere or surrounding. Then the theory of catastrophism. Theory of catastrophism proposed that some kind of catastrophes like flood, um, like flood, whenever occurs, then it will kill or vanish most of the population of the earth, and the left individuals will repopulate to create the life on earth. Then the theory of chemical evolution or Oparin and Haldane theory. According to this theory, life arose gradually from inorganic molecules with building blocks like amino acids forming first and then combining to make complex polymer. Means at starting in atmosphere there were carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. All these inorganic atoms were present. These atoms has combined to form molecules like ammonia, water, methane. Further, these ammonia, water and methane has combined to form larger molecules, complex molecules like carbohydrates, proteins, amino acids, nucleic acids, etc. And all these molecules will combine in presence of certain energy, and this energy could be lightning energy, could be the heat energy of the earth. So this is the process of chemical evolution. Firstly, there were free atoms. They combine to form simple organic molecules and compounds. Then first organic compound will be formed, then simple organic compounds will be formed, complex organic compounds will be formed, and during all this course of evolution, at last first life will be formed. The sources of energy in primitive atmosphere for the combination of these atoms to form molecules, and these molecules to form complex simple organic molecules, and these simple organic molecules to form complex organic molecules will be provided from high temperature or cosmic radiation from outer space due to the lack of ozone layer, or high voltage electric current from lightning. And the initial conditions on the earth atmosphere were reducing, means molecular oxygen was absent. Thank you so much.